Hi, everybody. That's a horrible ankle. Oh boy, who's out there tonight? Fish really, really loud. We could play Fish. B Soul, I like you. That's Fish is good. Greetings, Sally Smith, B Soul. Um, it's past my bedtime, but these masks are going to a jail nursing staff in the morning. Lion One, good evening, Diana 393. And so I'm sorry I'm touching my face. I'm tired, I'm hungry. I got really good news. We're all on the same team. Good vibes. That's right. It should be good. I'm finishing up some masks. Grandma Pam, Gma Pam. If you haven't seen the guest appearances on various feeds throughout the day today, then you need to hear it from me. Um, the Denver County Jail is asking. Aw, I love you too. And I don't even know you, but you can send me an email and we can start chatting. Um, I'm tired. I'm very emotional when I get tired. But Jefferson County Jail has presumptive positive inmates that have COVID. The Denver County Jail system is accepting donations of masks, and they're looking for 1,000 masks to be donated. 1,000. What does that reflect? Does that reflect a face mask at every meal? And but your mom wants to help me, so aw. Um, that's not what I wanted to show. Evening. Hey, Marcus, you're probably there, and Jen, thanks for being hosting a feed. So you got more advanced technology. I can't even do that. But we're gonna snip a couple of small pieces of fraggling threads here, and we're gonna call this another mask going to a hospital nursing staff. No, not a hospital nursing staff. A jail nursing staff. Tomorrow morning. Your mom wants to help, so be soul. Are you a soul sower as well? Cut the Plastic wants to know. Um, everybody should sew. You'll chase girls with me. Okay. Jeremiah Raber. Let's break it down. We got a few people on here. We're in here. The last time I chased a girl, I don't even know, B Soul, if you're a guy or gal. But the last time I went out looking at girls with a girl was a guy who stole my heart. And Joe Black is here, so that's good. Glad to have you. I want to give an update on the jail situation, on Corona in Colorado, and on the masking up of things. You're a human. I love humans, and that's what's most important. Um, but I'm getting to the Corona jokes, and I'm wondering what all of you. The question is, what is the thing you're most excited to eat after Corona's over with? And I'm gonna let you guys give your answers, and I'm gonna answer my answer because it's not gonna be your answers. What are you most excited to eat once Corona is over? This machine, by the way, is a loaner. It's donated. It's got to be like a $5,000 machine because it. Oh, Mars Life, you got the answer. Sushi socially. Yes, I want to eat sushi socially as well. I want to eat it maybe not in public and with somebody that it's safe to eat sushi with. Um, so that's the joke of the day. Grandma Pam's not eating sushi. Mars is okay. Mars is that we, just he had an accident. TBI. I love Mars Life. He's a brother to me. But he did have a major motorcycle accident where he was hit, and his traumatic brain injury is a permanent thing. Not his fault. The cops caught him going under the speed limit right before the accident happened, and to walk again. So we were good to Mars. You have my red stapler, Teflon. Yeah, red staplers are going to be an item. Damn it, I hate it when I screw up on these masks and make a stitch that I wasn't supposed to, or make a bad stitch because I forgot to make one. And then you got to try to fix it, and it never comes out right. But you got to try anyway because these masks are for donation and the nurses need them. So we're going to try to fix this one here haphazardly. And I got to be honest, I'm getting better at this shit. I cried 6 weeks ago, not even. God, maybe it has been 6 weeks. Trying to figure out this sewing shit. No, Mars is my boy. You guys be good to Mars. Doing the best he can out there in the world. Eric Brandt. Let's talk about Eric Brandt. Let's talk about Jefferson County Jail. This is why you're here. This is what the update's for. These masks are going to a medical service workers who take care of inmates. The ones I'm making right now. We definitely can use surgical style masks with the stitched kind or the elastic for the inmates. I'm not sure if they're going to let us give them all paracord, but for the medical professionals that we're getting them to, we definitely are going to be giving them paracord. I'm using the Denver mask pattern, which has been created for the Denver Mask Task Force after the Olsen mask and a couple of others. I'm going to start using that one, I should say. I'm not quite there yet. Currently, I'm using a modified Olsen mask pattern for the ear holes. That's my dinner that just finished. Pork egg rolls, I think, is what I cooked up for dinner tonight. 3 of them. For those of you who care, it's 10 o'clock at night. I said 2 hours ago not to eat, not to drink right before we go to bed. I'm tired as hell and I have had no food. Jefferson County Jail has COVID. Inmates presumptive positive. 55 inmates have been tested at the Denver County facilities. 200 have been tested at another state-run facility in the state of Colorado. And inmates are getting COVID and they're getting sick, and it's not good. Okay? It's just not good. So it's like pesticides in your food. It's just not good. So I'm making masks, and masks are not going to inmates at the Jefferson County Jail. And the reason the masks are not going to the inmates at the Jefferson County Jail, Chris Marcus, you posted that number for the Jefferson County Public Health Department. Sabrina, good to have you here as well. I'm sorry I haven't been paying attention to the conversation, but I'm really looking for one of you moderators to take a moment and put the Jefferson County Health Department phone number on the screen. Get that number out there. I want all of you to make calls tomorrow, and I've got a really simple ask. Besides, don't kill our kids, right? Because Sabrina is in here. And I love you, dear. We always cherish you being in this space and what you give and what you gave for the cause. But I want you to call the health department. And I don't see that number for the health department up there yet. So I'm hoping you guys will get that up there. The Jefferson County Health Department needs your show of support for a mask per meal. Mars Life's on it. I feel like we got lots of mods. The Jefferson County Health Department needs to update their standards, and we want to ask for a mask per meal at the Jefferson County facility. Okay? It's not too hard. A mask per meal. You get a plate of food, here's a washed mask. How does that sound to you? It sounds like responsible tactics, right? Aggressive, responsible measures. But the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department has been pretty clear about it. They don't give a shit what you have to say. They don't care what I have to say. They are going to follow the instructions of Jefferson County Health Department. That's the answer. I got that answer directly from the Jefferson County Sheriffs. Yes, that's right, Teflon Iron. All we can do is expose. So I'm here to help you expose it, okay? That number for the Jefferson County Health Department has been posted. Tomorrow, you call it, okay? There we go, Joe Black. Guess what, Joe? You earned yourself a badge. Congratulations, Cub Scout, Boy Scout, Man Scout, Human Scout Moderator is what we're going to call you now. Like Eric Brandt and make a mod out of everybody mode, but I'm sewing. You know, if you want to, it is ridiculous, Lion, but here's the deal. The sheriffs have a chain of command, a barking order, if you will, and they're going to take the orders, union mandates, regulations, government health. The health department's responsible, right? So let's meet the health department and hear what we have to say. Because they thought it was kind of disgusting when I said that the sheriffs were handling the mail with no masks on after 27 of them have been diagnosed with COVID. Don't they get it? Guess what? Eric got a new mask today. But one mask per laundry cycle is not enough. Because I don't think 3 pairs of underwear a week is really enough, but that's my opinion. Okay? I think you need a mask per meal. So that's what I'm looking for, okay? I'm hoping that you guys will make that call. We'll make those emails. We'll be polite. We'll be confident. We'll be beneficial. And I hope that people like Raber are still in here. I love Jeremiah Raber. Great guy. Another good human being. Very grateful for all that he's done in our world. And Beasel, you can say good luck. But that's, that's what you say when you're hunting girls together. Good luck. And you're demanding that your government is accountable to the health and welfare of its residents and its charges. You don't say good luck. You say get this shit done, fuckers. And obey. And that shit done, fuckers, is you all making the calls, telling the to obey. And I just don't want people getting sick, right? So, and no, the fuckers are really the government people that need to take care of. So, I'm at 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't want a mask once a week. Thank you, Bisol. I want a mask every flippin' meal. And so we need you to make those calls. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Department actually called me twice today. First, because I was making Cora demands, and then I wanted him to call me back and let me know who was in charge. And he said clearly he's not in charge. The health department's in charge. So if you want everybody to have a mask every meal, then you gotta do what I did and tell them so. Right? And I can't do it all. If you saw my earlier video, I was tired, but I also had a lot of work to do. See, it's 10 o'clock at night. I haven't eaten dinner. I'm still making masks. I haven't been on all of Eric's calls today. And I smell my dinner now. It has dinged off, and the smell has wafted into the basement. It's a good word. You know, a word I haven't heard in a while, but I thought about today because I was watching John Oliver. Twat waffle. It just came out of my head into the blue out of nowhere, and it made me laugh. Well, see, here's the deal, though. And thank you, B Soul, for calling. And Grateful Gal, I'm laughing. I'm smiling. I'm happy. Um, I am mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. And that's where I stand. What do you think? Do you think these are safe for nurses at the jail? They look a little bit like pot leaves. I'm gonna have to pass. But I got one. They're not pot leaves, but they look a little bit like it. And it would be funny, but you know. So if you haven't been following along at the play at home game, we're upgrading our masks to this double layered thingy. Now I'm working on some new medical grades, and I got another layer to add on to that. Angry, be angry. Listen, B Soul, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I might go to jail on Thursday. Just a slight chance. Why? They're evicting 300 people in the community. Evictions. Thursday. We're going to deal with that. Provide some breakfast, provide a show of support, right? Your request didn't make any changes. Frank, I want to confirm though that you're getting Cora requests. That means we need to see the tracing of track of the timelines in which the changes are making. And I think that there's things that are working, right? I think that the phone calls are making a difference. And because the public health department was disgusted. You can't post bail for 300 African American, or is that as an African American using a term for people who ain't hustling for themselves? Because I'm hustling for myself, and I'm not asking for you to pay my bail. Okay, I am asking if you'd like a mask to send me $15 Venmo Cash App. If you think that I'm doing a really good thing by making masks for nurses at the jails. Well, here's the deal, Joe Black. Is it Joe Black? Yeah. The evictions are actually the unhoused members of the community who live in a tent city who are facing eviction on Thursday. But if they're going to do it to them before the city is even opened back up for business, poor dirt farmer, then they'll do it to you. And trust me, if anybody knows that they'll do it to you, it's poor dirt farmer. Just ask him; he'll tell you. Keep your eye out, though, folks, for updates. The fact is, I went to the jail today, and here in Denver, and I delivered masks, and they took them. And it is an eviction. And that's why I'm mad as hell. That's why there's actions and activism planned. And why I am willing to possibly, violate bail on Tuesday, on Thursday, and my conditions of my bail. Of course, there's signs telling on a PR bond. So, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to get me for. Yeah, we got to come together. We got to stay compassionate, Mars. That's why my food is getting cold upstairs. My belly is a rumbling, and I'm going to be right back. And I'll be honest, I feel a little bit like Eric Bram, eating and running and going and violence and what? Um, yeah, tell them what you think of Jeffco. The jail is full of COVID. I'm hungry, folks. I'm sorry. Denver County Jail needs 1,000 masks. I wish Jeremiah Raber was still here for me to hear her say that, but oh well. Yeah. Anyway, Jefferson County Jail. We're working on it. We're making phone calls. We're advocating for them to accept donations. That they have enough masks for every inmate to get a mask every meal. I think Ghost Rider was out at the jail today showing that they weren't wearing their masks. And this is the kind of thing, folks, if your neighbor has cockroaches and trash all over their yard and rats, and they don't maintain their property, that infestation is going to spread to your property too. There's just no way to stop it, right? So once the police bring COVID into the jail, it's going to cycle through a couple of times. And yeah, Frank, they were not wearing their masks today, which is why you need to call the health department and say, give the inmates a mask every meal. Every meal. And accept the donations from the public. If you want a specific design, contact us. Inmates do have rights. They're still human beings. And if you don't believe me, let me tell you about David Anderson. This desk I'm sewing on, this was David Anderson's desk. David Anderson was convicted of a crime, a theft, a robbery that he didn't commit. And he escaped from jail. Not once. And this is a state penitentiary. Not twice. David escaped jail 3 times. And he got off of all of his charges. Because he didn't commit the crime. I've served time. I spent 8 months on a bond hold. Had all my charges dismissed. And I didn't get rich from it. But that's life. I have a brother-in-law who's a cop. Not all cops are bad, but fuck the bad cops. And fuck the bad cops, right? Cops should walk away from you when they have a guilty conscience. Well, he's got a jail cell, and in his room, but it won't it won't dry overnight. And so they need to be given a new mask every meal and take off their old mask and throw it away not in the garbage, in the wash. I'm sorry, but it's been 8 hours since I've eaten. That's a helicopter cop, brother-in-law. So, any other, what? I'm missing too much chat. So, Teflon Iron, we have the Denver the Denver inmate infrastructure has 55 positive COVID tests, and 55 tests, and they're looking for 1,000 masks. Sterling has 138 breakout. Weld County has a federal lawsuit for failing to protect the inmates. They're the first jail. What we're coming to, though, is a situation where the jails aren't releasing the information. They don't want people to know that the inmates are testing or they're presumptive positive. They don't want to actually test because then they might have civil right liabilities. And they're starting to deny people access to the knowledge. So the new YouTube does make it harder to find in some people. And if you are wanting to share your link, by all means, do what you got to do if you can. It sucks. It's hard. Oh, excuse me. And that's what I said. And she said I was out of luck. But that's why I know what I'm looking for when COVID's over. What's your first meal going to be? It's a joke, folks. It's a joke. Another mask done. I'm actually, as soon as I finish this small stack here, I'm calling it a night. It'll give me about a dozen masks completed today. And we're gonna give those two nurses. They're gonna show up at 8 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning at my house to pick these masks up. So I want to get them washed and sanitized tonight. So I'm staying up super late. I'm super tired. I'm way over this shit. My GoFundMe is Cut The Plastic at YouTube.com for super chats. You can Coinbase me. I'm sure somehow we can find Cut The Plastic on Coinbase. I'm pretty sure that's what I signed up under. But I definitely have a Venmo and a Cash App. And I am definitely making masks for nurses who work in jails. That's what I'm doing tonight. Non-citizens get COVID, of course. It's a human being, you silly. Yeah, it happens way too often. And Joe Black, you're absolutely right. There is a Chrome extension for those of you who are watching live on Google Chrome so that you can find us all over the internet again. Somebody was smart and got mad at YouTube right away. That's good info, Teflon. Joe, good job. Good job, babe. As Janet would say, there you go. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm making these masks, right? I'm donating them. 50% of the masks I make get given away for free. The other half. Oh! My phone just started making noise. I don't like that when I'm live streaming. The other half of the mask that I make, I sell for a measly $15 asking fee. That $15 should cover the majority of expenses in manufacturing these masks, generally speaking. Beasel, did you send me an email? Because I thought I responded. I'm tired. There's a lot of problems with jails, okay? The first thing is that they don't actually, in most circumstances, focus on a mentality of rehabilitating people from the struggles of the world that they've lived in, finding them solace, mental healings, so that they can come back into the world pure and wholesome, free from hate and anger, and all that butterfly bullshit that they try to sell you. It's not butterfly bullshit, really, but, at the end of the day, People will learn, they'll grow, they'll change, or they won't. But you got to give them an environment too. I mean, it could be a lawyer if they just gave him the education and the time and some things that he needs. Yeah, Joe Black, that's the Chrome one up right there. Chris Marcus 2 up in the chat for the Chrome extension, so you can start finding your new favorites again. Where you go out and you sub up to 100 people all at once. We were earning people like Janet Madsen live streaming capacity. We bypassed their fix and trying to slow the creation of data. And so we're getting ready for Mayday masks, by the way. They're bright red. I'm going to say Mayday, Mayday on them, but we're going to scream it from them. Thursday, what's the updates, folks? On Thursday, you can join myself and a bunch of people who are not employed. Allegedly, Monk Eye 83 is no longer amongst those ranks, and I'm really excited for him. But for those of us who are unemployed or underemployed or self-employed, we haven't gotten a response. Okay, I'm gonna do that after this mask. Sometimes it gets like that, where it's been like 12, 15 hours. Sally Smith or somebody else, no, I know who it was Boss Mayor. It sent me an email, and I wrote the email, and I drafted it, and I was tired, and I went to bed, and then I woke up, and they sent me an email saying I didn't say anything, with a straw hole for Cinco de Mayo, huh? Well, actually, my sign says, how can I drink a beer if I'm wearing a mask? But I don't think you need a straw hole. I think you just bossed me. I was just saying your name. I've got children's masks, and I just got to slow the flip down to go to the post office and mail it again. And I sent you an email because I was sleeping. I got your email. I started to write the email. I think I went to bed, and then I got an email from you. And so then I sent the response because I realized it was a draft. So I'm sorry for that. But I got your kitty masks sitting here. There's just so much love and so much going on and so much urgency. And the urgency is Jefferson County Health Department. Joe Black got it right. Damn it, every time I look over, I love when I add a new mod. And they're just like on their stuff. So, I must be getting down and out of the green ones because I'm making red ones now. And I'm getting out of fabric and materials. So, and I'm getting out of brain power, which means I'm going to bed soon, everybody. Which is probably why I went live, because I needed to tell you that I spoke to the sheriffs today. I'm not worried, boss. You're a genuinely kind person, and I really appreciated this card that I got from Boss Mayor. Boss Mayor sent me this card, sent me a little love for the love that I'm giving, and I'm grateful. It sits here on my desk in my sewing area, and she said, it's Easter. Ears to you. Get it? The ears, huh? Ears to you. Keep up the great work. And this bunny was too furry to make a mask, so sent a little help for me to make some. And yeah, shh. Oh, thank you very much, Boss Mayor. I'm very grateful. Some of us are very eloquent in our words. What we do know is that, yes, Jefferson Sheriff's 27 presumptive or positive tests. We don't know if they're going to Jefferson County yet, or if they're just getting temperature. You got to know something's afoot. And something is afoot here. So, bam, warning us. Yeah, so thank you very much, Boss Mayor. Eric's a fighter. He's a pain in my ass. Not that way. Not that way. I don't float that way. I'm strictly chickly. And yeah, the police spreading it. Inmates have it now. So I'm finishing up these masks so they can get taken care of properly and go to the people that need them so that they have proper safety to the best of their ability. Uh, Jello Lacey, yeah, I'm late. It's past my bedtime. I swallowed three pork egg rolls like they were candy. And yeah, you can get masks from me. You can get straws from me. We work hard. Um, but what I really want you guys to do is I want you to work hard. I want you to call Jefferson County Health Department and ask for inmates to get a mask at every meal because there's active spreading of COVID in the jail, and one mask a day isn't going to do it. One mask every week isn't gonna do it. It's gotta be 3 masks a day until you test positive, right? So here's the deal, folks. I promised myself that when my battery died, I was going to call it a day. And I'm still sawing away, and my battery's at 15%. So I tried to do a telethon this morning. It didn't work. Some people called, but no auditors went live and did a whole hour stream like I did. So I'm past my 15-minute time limit, right? I'm just beyond it. So from my basement to your home, wherever you are around the world, I hope you're doing the things that you got to do. I told you before they shut the governments down that you need to go stock up on food. If you have fabric, we can get masks made out of it. Who said they were dumber than rocks? Denver County Health Department's closed right now. And thank you, Lacey. I know you did. You're a doc. You're a hero. And hopefully you made a couple of calls yourself. And that's what it takes, right? I went on some live streams. I went to other people's streams and said, hey, here's an update on Eric Brandt in the jail. We got COVID. They're not giving out enough masks. Let's do something. Make some calls. All I know is that it's the public health department that's going to make the difference. So, I'm sure there's probably a pedophile in there or a rapist or a murderer that did the wrong thing. They don't need to get killed for their crimes unless the government and the people say that they deserve that. And the police department cannot give a death sentence to somebody. Well, they do it all the time, right? They pull the trigger on no knock warrants and red flag visits and things. But I'm here, I'm hanging, and I'm tired. If you cannot tell that I am just out of it right now, you're not paying attention. I'm even screwing up my masks a little bit, which means it's time to quit. And I forgot to pull that mask out properly. I got to go to the ballet like 5 days before COVID shut the ballet down. That was nice. What else do you want out of me, folks? Are you here for a reason? Is there something else to talk about? You're just enjoying the fact that I'm up late making masks. I'm definitely tired. I can't even put the foot down. Foot up, foot down. Now I got a binding of thread. Good job. I'm tired. fucking up. I'm tired. See? Fucking it up. Yeah, Otto was up making calls this morning. I know he was. I just wanted somebody else to like take on the live stream and like pass the torch and try to light it up all day long. It was my hope, my dream, my big sloppy wet idea that was wet. It wasn't dry, it wasn't thought out, it wasn't coordinated with everybody. I sent a couple of text messages. I got a couple of responses. And by the way, I got some negative responses too. But I'm not going to talk about that shit today. I'm done. That's it. The sewing machine needs rethreaded. Um, these red ones are not getting done today. They'll get done tomorrow. Pom pom balls. I'm not a suspect. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Joe Black, thanks for being live out there. What are you in England? Um, Lacey, Chris, all of you guys, B Soul. I'm gonna go shoot you a message right now. Um, Otto's got all kinds of shit to do with me. I don't think you understand that Otto is part of the Denver crew, right? Yeah, Joe, I remember because they're telling me about how awesome and famous and popular you are out there. And then I had to see it for myself, and I'm touched. I'm moved. You in Europe, fighting the good fight. Um, the happy hippie, good night. C. James, I don't know what about Teddy, but such is his life. I'm tired. Tomorrow, call the Jefferson County Health Department. B Soul, he was making calls. I this morning was trying to do a telethon. It didn't work out that way. I don't know about Otto being a perv. I know he's a funny guy. He's a nice human being. He cares a lot about people. Potatoes are free. And Otto's my friend, like Jeremiah Raber. Um, Jeremiah Raber's my friend too. As just you know what, Johnny 50, I call him a friend. Boss Mayor, my friend. You guys are here. Um, we fuck with all kinds of people. If you don't pay attention, if you ain't awake, if you ain't taking care of business, you're missing something. Um, I'm gonna go fuck with the police on Thursday. My brother-in-law is a cop, right? I got a needle to change in the morning. It's dull. Mortal Kombat mask, Teflon. Let's talk fabric. It's all about sending me material. I'm going to bed. Good night, everybody.